What's up, ballers? In no particular order, here are 5 killer reggae records that are not Bob Marley. And so check these ones out, they're really cool ones to add to your collection. Heart of the Congos is perhaps the best roots reggae album of all time, and I don't say that lightly. Released in 1977, the Congos are singers Cedric Myton and Roy Ashanti Johnson. It was produced by Lee Scratch Perry at Black Ox Studio with the studio band, including Boris Gardner on bass and Ernest Ranglin on guitar. This record is Lee Scratch Perry's masterpiece production from the Black Ox era. Every one of the 10 songs features deeply meaningful, delicate, and emotional vocals couched in a ferocious backing that somehow never overwhelms the singing. Despite this, the record was turned down by Island Records and only had a limited Jamaican release until Blood and Fire released it 30 years later. The enhanced CD has a bunch of bonus material too, man. It's totally worth checking out. Scientist Rids the World of the Evil Curse of the Vampires was released by dub artist Scientist in 1981. The album was produced and arranged by Henry Junjo Laws. All the tracks were recorded at Channel 1 and played by the Roots Radix Band and mixed by Scientist at King Tubby's studio. Scientist based his material on tracks from artists Michael Prophet, Wailing Souls, Johnny Osborne, and Wayne Jarrett. Multiple dub tracks from the album are featured in the popular video game Grand Theft Auto 3, which led to a legal battle over the rights to the songs between the producer, Laws, and Scientist. Laws prevailed. It's a critical addition to your Halloween music arsenal, ballers, and it also fits year-round. There are some creepy sound effects and stuff, but nothing so distracting that you can't listen to it at the beach. Bam Bam It's Murder. This 1992 Mango Records collection included the international hit Murder She Wrote by Shaka Demus and Pliers. The LP collection goes by different names in different countries. In the US and Europe it's known as Bam Bam It's Murder, but in the UK and some countries in South America it was released as Murder She Wrote. The original Jamaican version of this collection was originally called Reggae Bangara. All the versions of the record, despite the different titles, are the same. This collection's built around different artists performing tracks based on a single rhythm called the Santa Barbara rhythm. Sly Dunbar was experimenting with new elements to his sound influenced by Indian Bangara music he'd heard in the UK. This rhythm experiment led to Dunbar, guitarist Lloyd Willis, and keyboard player Herbie Harris creating the rhythm and naming it the Santa Barbara rhythm. This record is an amazing snapshot of the best dancehall reggae of the early 90s. Some people find the rhythm too repetitive, but each song does treat it quite differently. There's a lot of instrumental changes and different arrangements, and all of the vocals attack it in their own unique style. I personally love it and highly recommend it. Yesterday, 15 Fab Beatle classics on Trojan Records. This is a 1-disc set of 16 rough and ready Beatles covers. Not only incredibly dope, but this is incredibly accessible. If you have an audience of non-heads over, or you're DJing a wedding or something, let it be, man. Throw in a few tracks from this record. These charming covers will totally win over your guests. Now, a lot of these were on the 3-CD box set Trojan Records dropped in the early 2000s, but that's really extremely difficult to get now, and it was never released on vinyl. To satisfy my craving for vintage reggae Beatles covers, an import copy of this album from an international seller hit the spot. It's also available on CD. Clement Cox and Dodd, Musical Fever 1967 and 1968. This 2-disc set, also from Trojan Records, showcases killer singles produced by the legendary Cox and Dodd. In 1954, he launched Studio One, which would become one of the most influential record labels in reggae. In this 2-disc or 2-CD set, we're getting A-sides and related B-sides for singles produced by Dodd from 1967 to 1968. So we get vocal tracks, we also get related dubs and instrumental versions that can be toasted over. I love that kind of thing, man, seeing the connections, and a lot of some songs became classics that we still hear covered today. This is a bit like the Jamaican Motown. Cox and Dodd basically invented sound systems, so a lot of these tracks were really custom made for his performers to toast over and spin at these parties. If you dug this, man, click like and subscribe, and check out this video where I talk to Cooley Ranks about the record that turned him into a reggae artist. It's totally cool, man. Peace out.